Hello folks, welcome back to the Urban Rider Studio for another top 5. This time our 5 favourite motorcycle boots for 2022. It goes without saying, but all of these boots pass CE approval. All the relevant links can be found in the description down below, as well as accurate size guides. Let us know if we've missed any of your favourites in the comments section, but without any further ado, let's get started. First up, we have one of my favourites from the Italian manufacturer TCX. These are the TCX Blend 2, a replacement for the very popular X Blend. And the headline figures with these boots essentially are that they are £190 for recommended retail price, which is a nice affordable price actually to start us off. And they're available in brown or black. You can also go for a Gore-Tex version if you want to pay a little bit more and you want the added reassurance of that Gore-Tex name and added breathability, probably more likely. The standard version are still waterproof though, and that is a useful thing when it comes to your footwear. Not everyone is going to prioritize that, but you never can quite tell what the weather is going to do, and your feet will get wet on the bike quite quickly if it starts to rain, and no one likes spending the time drying out their shoes after a ride. Now these are a lovely, tough pair of boots, but don't let that fool you, they are still comfortable. The leather is still soft enough to manipulate and move around in, and they have a very comfortable Ortholite insole. They still have all the reinforcement and safety you would need and expect from a pair of motorcycle boots. So reinforcement in your toe and heel, a nice chunky solid sole. Whilst I'm talking about that, their Ground Trax sole is really nice and grippy. They actually call it self-cleaning as well, which is a bold claim, but essentially what they mean is the lugs, the grooves in this are nice and big, which means the dirt can't stick in there quite as easy. It's very easy to remove that dirt just walking around. They're a lace-up design. They are quite tall as well. They've got loops on the back at least, so you can put your fingers in there and get them on that little bit quicker. They are symmetrical looking. You've got a little bit of extra detail on your toe there to make them a bit grippier, specifically on the left side, obviously where you'll be interacting with the gear lever. I really like how solid these boots feel. I also like the comfort that you get straight out of the box. Sizing these is going to be accurate, unless told otherwise, assume they are a regular fit, but we have that size guide on the website if you need to refer to it. You can find that using the links in the description. Let's move on to the next. Next up, we have the tallest and toughest of the selection here with the MERLIN BANDIT. These are actually £160 as well, which makes them one of the most affordable pair of boots you will see here and a very attractive price point. Much like the TCX, these are also fully waterproof, which is nice to see, and they're a lace-up design. What might be nice to include though is a pull tab on the back, which they have omitted on these boots. It just makes it slightly easier to get them on and off. Still though, a comfortable design. They are super rugged, they are very utility looking, and they're a nice, tough 2.4mm thick cowhide leather, so they are very rugged. They've also got a thicker section at your toe, and when it comes to armour, they're not lacking either. You've got a really solid reinforced sole on these. You've also got toe and heel reinforcement as usual, and you have malleolus protectors or ankle protectors in the form of D3O. Now that is nice to see because it does slim down those ankles slightly from a visual perspective, but they're also more comfortable around your ankle because of that. These are a real solid, hard-wearing, competitively priced pair of boots. Definitely worth your attention. Let's move on. Next up, the ever stylish BELSTAFF with the Duration. Now these have featured before and with good reason. They are still as good as ever. To begin with, they come in at £275. They're available in black and black alone, and they are fully waterproof. They're constructed of a 1.8 to 2mm thick pull-up leather. It is thick, it is chunky, it is durable, but it still retains a lot of flexibility. It's got this really nice matted look or effect to that leather, and you can see around your toe there you have reinforced sections, obviously predominantly used on the left side for the gear shifter. You've got reinforcement at your toe, at your heel, you have a chunky, solid, Vibram sole with a Goodyear welt. It's It's very comfortable, it is very solid, it is very grippy. On the inside, you've got a very comfortable insole. You have got ankle protection, but it's not very obvious from the outside. They're really slim around the ankle, making them that little bit easier to get underneath the trouser leg. And then one of my favorite features is the side zip entry, which makes them so much quicker and easier to get on and off. They're a really comfortable, casual looking pair of boots. They definitely look different to the rest of the boots you can see here, and they still have all of the protection that you need. Next up, we have the REVIT Portland, which come in at a retail price of £229.99, and you can get them in a choice of either black or olive. And actually, it's quite nice to see a different colorway from a pair of boots. And REVIT have started branching out where that's concerned. You'll find a lot of olive colored jackets. It's nice sometimes to have boots to match. You will see similarities between these and some of the other boots that I've shown you in that they are a tall, rugged, hard-wearing pair of motorcycle boots with a lace-up design. One of the big key differences though thus far is that these are not waterproof, and to some people that will be a benefit. If you know that it's not going to rain whilst you're out riding and it's going to be a warmer ride, you'll want to prioritize breathability, and when you haven't got a waterproof membrane to worry about, the boots are definitely going to be more breathable. The rest of the features will be familiar to you in that you have reinforcement in your toe, your heel, a nice big chunky sole that's actually somewhat translucent. I actually quite like the look of that, but it's also nice and grippy. Obviously, it's got big grooves in between it, so easy enough to get dirt out, and it's got a rise to the heel. Now, when it comes to the ankle protection, they have called it out a little bit themselves with this logo on the side there, but it's still nice and slim actually from the front, as you can see, and still obviously easy to get underneath the trouser leg. On the inside, you have an Ortholite insole. Again, that is very, very comfortable, instantly comfortable, doesn't really need any breaking in. And REVIT use that on a few of their boots. Now, actually, they've got quite a few different designs to go for. If you don't necessarily like the look of these, but you like the functionality, why not check out some other boots from them, like the Mohawk 3 or the Ginza 3, all new for us this year, or even the REVIT Patrol, which really impressed me recently. I'll drop links for those as well in the description down below, so I'm sure you can find something from their range that you like. Last up, if you're looking for some casual, lightweight, breathable footwear, why not check out the John Doe Neo, which are available for just shy of £155, which also makes them the most affordable here. You have a choice of 4 colour options, predominantly black or white, with a contrasting sole if you want. Stylistically, these might draw you in because of their casual design. Functionally, they still have the same protection you'll find with the rest of the boots I've mentioned, but it is slightly more flexible, slightly softer. So you have toe reinforcement, you have heel reinforcement, and you have something at your ankles, but obviously not quite as chunky as you'll find with the bigger boots. Because of that, personally, I would be looking to wear these in an urban setting. I wouldn't necessarily be looking to take a tour or a longer trip in them, but around town, their comfort is second to none. You can see they're finished in this suede material, and they've got perforations down the side of them for that breathability. And one of the other things I really like about these is how quick and easy they are to get on, because of course they have a side zip entry. They do have laces for the look, but more likely you'll be using the side zip to get in or out. On the inside, you'll see their XTM fiber, which is an aramid fiber used for its abrasion resistance. And on the bottom, you'll see this nice flat, grippy sole. Now, a flat sole, for me personally, I find very useful. It makes it a little bit easier to move around on the pegs. And if you're riding in a town and you're using or engaging with the gear lever and brake lever more frequently, obviously it's useful to be able to move around a little bit more freely on the pegs. They use European sizing on these, and if you need to refer to our size guide, please do. When you get to the middle range, your 42s and 43s, which are an 8 or a 9, roughly, they actually have half sizes there as well, so you can be a little bit more precise if you need. Now, if you like this style of shoe, but you want to check out some alternatives, have a little look at TCX. They have the Street 3 in lots of different colorways, or even the Dartwood, which is somewhat similar to this. And there you go, those are our 5 favourite motorcycle boots for 2022. Check them out using the links in the description. Let us know your favourites in the comment section. And for more of the world's finest riding gear, stay tuned to Urban Rider. See you soon.